Hello, devoted fans of Days of Our Lives. Welcome back to another electrifying installment of TV Days Drama Digest, where we dive headfirst into the tangled web of deceit, betrayal, and heart-pounding intrigue that defines our favorite soap opera. Today, we're peeling back the layers of a diabolical scheme orchestrated by none other than E.J. DiMera, a man whose cunning knows no bounds. His latest plan is a masterclass in manipulation, designed to frame his own daughter-in-law, Chanel Dupree, for a crime that could shatter her life and send her to prison. The charge? Attempted murder, specifically, the shooting of EJ himself. Buckle up, because this story is a roller coaster of emotions, and we're here to unpack every dramatic twist and turn. Salem has always been a town where secrets fester and alliances shift like sand in a storm. But this latest chapter in the DiMera saga takes the stakes to a whole new level. EJ's plan is not just a power play, it's a calculated act of betrayal that threatens to destroy the lives of those closest to him, including his own son, Johnny, and Johnny's beloved wife, Chanel. As the walls close in on Chanel, accused of a crime she didn't commit, the question on everyone's mind is, will EJ's sinister trap succeed, or will the truth emerge from the shadows to save Chanel from a fate behind bars? Let's dive into the heart of this gripping storyline and explore the chaos that's unfolding. The setup. A damning video surfaces. The drama begins with a bombshell discovery that sends shockwaves through Salem's law enforcement and the DiMera family alike. Belle Black, ever the sharp attorney, and Jada Hunter, the determined detective, uncover a memory card containing explosive footage. This isn't just any video, it's a ticking time bomb that could upend lives. Jada, wasting no time, calls Paulina Price, Chanel's mother and the mayor of Salem, summoning her to the police station with urgency in her voice. "You need to see this," Jada says, her tone heavy with the weight of what they've uncovered. The footage is damning. It captures a heated confrontation between Chanel and EJ, their voices dripping with venom. Chanel, her eyes blazing with defiance, stands her ground against the formidable DiMera patriarch. "I won't let you live long enough to hurt Johnny or anyone else I care about again," she declares, her words sharp enough to cut through the tension in the air. To the untrained eye, this looks like a clear threat, a motive for murder. But those who know Chanel understand that her words were born of desperation, a fierce need to protect her husband and her family from EJ's relentless machinations. This video, however, is only the beginning. It's the linchpin in EJ's meticulously crafted plan to frame Chanel for a crime that never happened, or at least, not the way he wants everyone to believe. The shooting in question? A staged event, perhaps, or a misunderstanding twisted to serve EJ's agenda. The details remain murky, but one thing is clear: EJ is pulling the strings, and Chanel is his unwitting puppet. EJ's motive, a father's twisted love. To understand EJ's plan, we must first delve into the mind of a man who thrives on control and power. E.J. DiMera is no stranger to manipulation, but this scheme is particularly ruthless, even for him. His goal is twofold: to protect his son, Johnny, from legal consequences and to tighten his grip on the DiMera empire by drawing Johnny deeper into the family's dark legacy. But at what cost? Johnny, the son EJ shares with Sammy Brady, has always been a wild card. Unlike his father, Johnny has a heart that yearns for love and connection, qualities that drew him to Chanel in the first place. Their marriage, a beacon of hope in the often grim world of Salem, represents everything EJ scorns: vulnerability, trust, and genuine affection. By framing Chanel for the shooting, EJ believes he can kill two birds with one stone. First, he aims to clear Johnny's name in whatever legal trouble looms, perhaps a separate crime or accusation tied to the DiMera family's shady dealings. Second, he hopes to drive a wedge between Johnny and Chanel, sabotaging their marriage and pulling Johnny back into the DiMera fold, where EJ can mold him into the heir he's always wanted. But EJ's plan is not without flaws. It hinges on the belief that Johnny will turn his back on Chanel once she's branded a criminal. This assumption underestimates the depth of Johnny's love for his wife and the strength of their bond. It also ignores the fierce loyalty of Chanel's allies, including her mother, Paulina, who will stop at nothing to protect her daughter. EJ's smirk when Belle informs him of the recovered footage betrays his confidence, but is he underestimating the resilience of those he seeks to destroy? Chanel's nightmare. A fall from grace for Chanel. The accusation of shooting EJ is a nightmare come to life. She's no stranger to adversity, having faced her share of challenges in Salem, from family drama to business struggles with her bakery, Sweet Bits. But this is different. This is a public accusation that threatens to strip away her freedom, her reputation, and her marriage. The video evidence, while incriminating on the surface, doesn't tell the whole story. Chanel's words were a reaction to EJ's relentless provocations, his threats against Johnny, and his attempts to control their lives. But in the court of public opinion and potentially a court of law, context is easily lost. As the news spreads, Salem's residents are divided. Some, swayed by the video, believe Chanel is capable of such a violent act. Others, who know her kind heart and fierce loyalty, rally to her defense. Paulina, in particular, is a force to be reckoned with. The moment she sees the footage at the police station, her maternal instincts kick into overdrive. "This is a setup," she declares, her voice trembling with rage and fear. "My baby would never do this." Paulina's determination to uncover the truth sets the stage for a battle that will pit her against one of Salem's most formidable adversaries, EJ DiMera. Chanel, meanwhile, is grappling with the emotional toll of the accusation. The thought of going to jail terrifies her, not just for the loss of freedom, but for what it could mean for her marriage. Johnny has always been her rock, but EJ's influence is a dark cloud over their relationship. Will Johnny stand by her, or will the weight of his father's manipulation drive a wedge between them? The uncertainty gnaws at Chanel, threatening to unravel the confidence she's worked so hard to build. The ripple effects. A marriage in peril. At the heart of this drama is the love story between Chanel and Johnny, a romance that has weathered its share of storms, but now faces its greatest test. Johnny is torn between his loyalty to Chanel and the pressure from his father. EJ has never approved of Chanel, viewing her as an outsider who doesn't fit into the DiMera dynasty. By framing her, EJ hopes to sever the bond between his son and his wife, believing that Johnny will return to the family fold once Chanel is out of the picture. But Johnny is no fool. He knows his father's tactics, having witnessed EJ's schemes time and time again. The question is whether his love for Chanel is strong enough to withstand the onslaught of doubt and suspicion. The video evidence is compelling, and even Johnny, who knows Chanel's heart, might waver in the face of such damning proof. The tension between them builds as Chanel pleads her case, her voice breaking with desperation. "You know me, Johnny," she says, tears streaming down her face. "You know I'd never hurt anyone, not like this." Johnny's response is a pivotal moment. Will he trust his wife, or will the seeds of doubt planted by EJ take root? The strain on their marriage is palpable, and the scenes that unfold are heart-wrenching. Every whispered conversation, every hesitant glance, underscores the fragility of their bond in the face of this crisis. For fans invested in their love story, these moments are a gut punch, a reminder of how quickly trust can erode under the weight of betrayal. The players in the game. Allies and enemies. As the drama unfolds, other characters in Salem are drawn into the fray, each with their own motives and allegiances. Belle, who discovered the footage alongside Jada, finds herself in a precarious position. As a lawyer, she's bound by her duty to the truth, but her personal ties to the DiMera family complicate matters. Will she stand by Chanel, or will her loyalty to EJ, or her fear of his wrath sway her actions? Jada, meanwhile, is determined to get to the bottom of the case. Her instincts tell her that the video is only part of the story, and she's not one to let a slick manipulator like EJ pull the wool over her eyes. Her investigation digs deeper, uncovering inconsistencies that suggest the footage may have been tampered with. But EJ is no amateur, and his tracks are well covered. Jada's pursuit of the truth puts her at odds with powerful forces in Salem, including those who benefit from Chanel's downfall. Polina, as Chanel's fiercest defender, emerges as a central figure in the fight to clear her daughter's name. Her position as mayor gives her influence, but it also makes her a target for EJ's schemes. The tension between Polina and EJ is electric, a clash of titans fueled by their mutual determination to protect their loved ones. Polina's scenes are some of the most compelling, as she balances her public persona with the raw, unfiltered pain of a mother watching her child suffer. The stakes, a battle for justice as the case against Chanel builds, the specter of a trial looms large. The evidence, while circumstantial, is compelling enough to land Chanel in jail if EJ's plan succeeds. The thought of Chanel behind bars, separated from Johnny and her family, is a devastating prospect. But this is Days of Our Lives, and no story is ever as simple as it seems. Twists and turns are inevitable, and the truth has a way of surfacing in Salem, no matter how deeply it's buried. Will EJ's plan backfire, exposing his treachery to the world? Will Chanel's allies uncover the evidence they need to clear her name? And what will become of Johnny and Chanel's marriage in the aftermath of this betrayal? These questions hang in the air, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats as the drama unfolds. The bigger picture, a DiMera legacy at its core, this storyline is about more than just a single crime or a single family. It's about the DiMera legacy, a legacy built on power, manipulation, and sacrifice. EJ's actions are a continuation of the ruthless ambition that has defined his family for generations. But they also raise questions about the cost of that ambition. Is EJ willing to destroy his son's happiness to secure his own power? And if so, what does that say about the man he's become? For Chanel, this ordeal is a test of her strength and resilience. She's faced challenges before, but this is a battle for her very freedom. Her journey is one of courage and defiance, a refusal to let EJ's lies define her. And for Johnny, it's a reckoning, a moment to decide whether he'll follow in his father's footsteps or forge his own path. What's next? A cliffhanger to end all cliffhangers as we await the next chapter in this gripping saga. One thing is certain, Days of Our Lives is delivering drama at its finest. EJ's plan is a house of cards, precarious and vulnerable to the slightest misstep. Will Chanel's allies uncover the truth in time, or will EJ's machinations succeed, sending Chanel to prison and shattering her marriage? The answers lie in the episodes to come, and we'll be watching every moment with bated breath. What do you think, fans? Is EJ's plan a stroke of genius or a recipe for disaster? Will Chanel and Johnny's love survive this ordeal, or will EJ's schemes tear them apart? Share your thoughts with us in the comments, and let's keep the conversation going as we unravel the drama together. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.